Lifelong dream of mine was to join the military. I am one of those lucky people that accomplished his dream. I flew Blackhawks in the US Army, and it was amazing. I deployed in 2008. I dealt a lot with rockets, mortars, and that was the main thing. I didn't fly in combat. My job didn't entail me to do that, and so that is an important part of the story. A month after I got to my first unit, an aircraft had crashed, killed everybody on board. Within 8 months of that, my roommate from flight school was killed. That was a changing point in my life. And that's where I realized that I wasn't invincible. 3 months after that, I had a real close call in an aircraft while I was flying. It nearly crashed. And after I got back, actually, I realized that things were different for me. I was drinking way more than I would ever admit to. Anger was the first thing that really I noticed that was the showing sign that something was really different, besides just my substance use. So on January 1st of 2017, I overdosed on some prescription medication that I was given, washed it down with a lot of Jack Daniels, and was on some train tracks just waiting for it to end. I made my way home somehow. I don't remember how. Went to the hospital and ended up checking myself in to the hospital. And so from there, I did an outpatient program, and then I was looking for just further care. And I was fortunate enough to find the road home.
Eric had a lot going on when I first met him. He came in with his wife. He had just gotten out of the hospital, and there was just a lot of distress. Even just sitting in the chair, you could see he was just having trouble being in his own skin.
I felt so safe, and then being able to work through things and the services that are provided here, it was unbelievable. They're lifesavers. Caitlin has been a lifesaver for me.
So he did individual therapy with me, and then he also was involved in our outpatient mindfulness-based recovery group.
Being in a room with other veterans around my similar age, dealing with sobriety and recovery issues, it's an amazing experience.
His wife was a support when he first came in. She also was connected with the family team and working on her own stuff with her own therapist, and we really treat the whole family here because when a veteran has PTSD, it doesn't just impact him, it impacts the whole family.
PTSD is one of those things that life of the military, it's shunned upon. We don't talk about it. And if we could just demystify just mental health in America, it would be so much easier for everybody. Like the example of if you had a broken ankle, you wouldn't just pretend like it didn't happen. You would go to the doctor.
It's a lot of emotional work, but it works. I knew that there was something that was still sticking with him that wasn't coming up in the work we were doing, and just asked him, straight out, and we just talked about it.
It was one specific event, my aircraft crash, where the light bulb went on and everything just clicked.
We just kind of took a few steps back and rebuilt the foundation for what were the beliefs around that new trauma that were maybe causing him the emotions that didn't need to be there.
And I was like, this is a natural, normal response to a scary event. Simple as that.
I always tell people therapy doesn't fix the world from being hard, and it doesn't make bad, negative feelings go away. It just better equips people to handle those things. And so I think what makes me really proud now is when I work with Eric and these difficult situations come up for him, he's really able to handle them on his own.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this program. And it's a life-changing thing for me, the day that I walked in this door. And I will always be thankful for that moment and grateful to everything that I get from here.